Hey everybody, you're watching KTAL News Now. I'm your host Anthony Mocklin, and today we have a very special guest as we are joined by Josh Munds, who is here to talk to us about his time in the film industry. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Anthony, for having me, and I'm ready to reveal all my secrets.
So what initially got you into filmmaking, and is it something you always wanted to do?
So I'd say, like, at an early age, whenever they had those huge boombox recorders that you had to carry on your shoulders, that's kind of what initially sparked the interest of filming things. I think I have chronic shoulder pain because of having those experiences. But then from there, the technology kind of caught up where you're able to get like a DSLR and just record higher quality stuff with your handheld, which kind of inspired us to film like little shorts and skits. And then we heard about the Louisiana Film Prize, and we're like, hey, let's make a short film and just submit it to the Louisiana Film Prize. And that was around like 2016, 2017, something like that. But that really, at that moment, was like, oh, we could make like a career out of this, potentially.
Mm-hmm. And I understand that your wife, Melissa, is also in film. You guys met on a movie set in 2008 and went on to start your own video production company. How has that experience been for the two of you? And did you feel that it helped you to grow both as filmmakers and in your relationship?
So I'll say that movie that you're referring to is called The Disaster Movie, and it was an awful experience being on that set, besides meeting my wife. I will put that out there. But interesting enough, that was like one of the first movie sets we were ever on, and seeing how they ran their set compared to how like indie runs. Like it was a weird experience to see that and try to implement it into what we're doing, because like, I don't know. Disaster Movie was kind of just an awful movie all around. I don't think we really took much besides like an interest in each other,
And you actually won a Founders Circle grant from the Louisiana Film Prize for Peeping Todd,
yes.
A short film that you wrote and directed. I was able to watch it the other day, and I thought it was really unique and well done.
Well, thank you.
How important is an award like that for your career, and not just financially, but like, being officially recognized for your work?
It felt pretty good because for a long time, and I feel like a lot of people need to know, like sometimes you got to climb or crawl through a lot of muck and mud to get to a point where you can actually be recognized for something that you did. So it's like I made tons of terrible things before getting to a point where even one of them could be recognized. I feel like I'm going to spit a hot freestyle because I'm holding this mic. But like, yeah, once that's my brain firing off. Sorry about that, Anthony. But yeah, once I got recognized, it was because of the team. Like, honestly, the team that we worked with, Alexander, Jeffrey, and everyone else, is what made it that good. So I was like, you know what? I just want to work with them from now on, if I can, because they take things to such a bigger level than I could have ever done. So it was great to learn from them and also experience it.
Awesome. And you're an actor as well. What is your thought process when it comes to being in front of the camera versus like behind it?
So when I'm in front of the camera, it's like, oh God, please don't ruin this. Like, typically I'll act for friends' projects, and it's like, oh, all right, you just entrusted me with this role. I hope I don't ruin it, to put it nicely. So the thought process in general is I want to be as authentic to whatever character this person wrote and try to portray that. And as a director, when you have a certain vision, you want that to come across on screen. It's like, you want the actors, and they should get it. Like, I shouldn't be like hard pressing any actor. Like, they should read the script, we have a conversation, and then they take it from there and add their little stuff that they want to add. So I'd say those are the two differences.
And do you have any upcoming projects that you're working on that you're excited about? I know that you're reprising your role in the short film Scared Stiff, the sequel to Stiff Arm back in 2019.
Yeah. So besides that one, we did make a feature film version of Peeping Todd. That's like an hour and 30 minutes more of Peeping Todd. So I'm very excited for people to see that once it lands at a festival. That's my next thing, like, is showing the world what weird, crazy thing we created. And of course, Chris Allen Evans is the lead in it as well. So you get to see more of his face if you enjoyed the short. Yeah.
And what advice would you give to someone who might just be starting out in the film industry?
Don't be afraid to make crap. Like, get out there, get your iPhone, make something. I feel like a lot of people are scared of other people's opinions because it's like if I don't make something that's immediately good, people are going to judge me and think that I'm not ever going to be good. But most people start with crap and then get better. And if you don't keep doing it and keep making crap, eventually you'll never turn a piece of turd into a diamond. I'll write that down. We'll put that behind you on a banner for the next show. But yeah, you got to keep making stuff. And I feel like if you don't do that, you'll never sharpen the tools that you need to, take off in your career. So keep going. Yeah.
And I love watching, actors and filmmakers list their, like 4 favorites when it comes to like their favorite movies and everything. So I just wanted to ask you what some of your favorite movies
These are controversial. All right, 4. These are very controversial. So I'm going to say right off the bat, Jackass. Can I say that?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. That's on the list right there. That's like number 1. I loved that movie as a kid. I feel like I was like, how are they getting away with this? Dumb and Dumber is number 2. I mean, that's a classic. That's really funny. La La Land. I love La La Land. And I'll throw in the mix Interstellar, something that is, not a comedy and it's serious. And I feel like it's every film bros, like, it's in their top 10. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think that's the 4 that I would say.
And you yourself work in a lot of comedy and do a lot of comedy, shorts and series. Would you ever consider, branching out to other genres or like a drama or any sort of thing like that?
It's a terrifying thought. When you're in a wheelhouse, like you're used to the groove of something, like you're used to doing comedy or horror, to jump into another genre, it's one of those things where it's like I would trust the team that I'm making it with. I trust the actors. Like for moments where I'm not positive if it's coming across the way I want, I have to trust the team I'm working with to know. I feel like that's great when you find a good team of people with great opinions. It's like you can lean on them in certain moments when you're kind of out of your wheelhouse, So yeah, I'd say definitely would love to get into other genres.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything I didn't ask you today that you would want to touch on?
Just how pale I look. I don't know. I look like I'm emitting light with how white I am.
Yeah, we got to fix all the lighting in here. But yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today. Be sure to look out for Peeping Todd, the feature film. Is there any sort of release date or window with that? Or
not yet, but I will keep you updated, and I will come back and announce it right here.
Awesome. And if you guys haven't yet, be sure to visit ktlnews.com where you can get all your breaking news, top stories, trending topics. You can join us on KTAL News Now every Tuesday and Wednesday at 1 p.m. But for now, I'm Anthony Mocklin, and thank you for joining us.